do believe it moves toward a black swan event that other people, I'm really one of the few people talking about a spike in oil causing a cascade of events that would lead to really a global collapse in the economy, which would only be rectified by using XRP to facilitate instant settlement, settle the back into the stock market, de-risk from all of that, and also spur economic growth because it would reduce inflation across the economy almost instantly. I obviously have biases, and I think XRP is going to do really well irrespective because it already has clarity because of the lawsuit here in the US. And I do think it's uniquely positioned to appreciate and be used prior to the Clarity Act being passed, which I've stated multiple times. And I do think will likely happen. Do we need the Clarity Act or no? Depends on what you're asking about. Is it for appreciation for crypto as a whole, or the adoption of multiple networks in multiple capacities, a tokenized economy? If we want a real tokenized economy and a large amount of tokenization, again, my estimate is that 80% of the global economy will be tokenized by the end of 2030. It's only 4 years away. It's not that far. And so, understanding that we really do need clarity pretty soon here in 2026 for that to become a reality, if I'm accurate on that, which I would like to be. And tokenization of all of the economy does that. So when it comes to BlackRock, I do believe that they will launch an exchange-traded product. If we see the appreciation of XRP and the adoption of a lot of their services, with the acquisitions that they made last year, G-Treasury, Hidden Road, Rail, Palisade. This person says, do you own Ripple stock? We do. It is the best option out there. All right. So that's what I think on those other digital assets. And when you move that in, you could consider that your capital contribution to start the business. Again, we help people structure LLCs to be able to mitigate taxes, get creditor protection, have the anonymity for operating there in Wyoming through the attorney-client privilege that you get. We charge $500 is all we charge for the living trust. And right now it's only $2,000 for the LLC end to end if you use the code 50OFF50 OFFDAG.